Hello, everyone, and welcome to New York Giants training camp day 5 recap. We were back there today, and it was very fun and exciting, and we're back in our normal setups here with the normal mics and cameras, so it should look a little cleaner. But yeah, a lot that happened today in practice, and then tomorrow is a full padded practice. We'll get to that at the end of the video, so even more exciting to look forward to tomorrow, and we'll be there again. But first of all, Alex, how are you doing back home in your natural setting here? How you feeling?
In my natural habitat, some could say. I'm doing good. Yeah, it was a fun day at camp today for sure. A really long day of camp, but we got a lot of good content, I think, today, and a lot of fun stuff happened. And now I'm just looking forward to pads tomorrow, so I'm excited about that.
So let's get right into it. We'll start out with Brian Daboll's press conference before the actual practice itself. We learned while waiting in our seats around 9:30-ish that center J.C. Hassenauer will need tricep surgery, unfortunately, per head coach of the New York Giants, Brian Daboll, and this will most likely put him on the IR, ending his season. This was a signing the Giants made this offseason, looking to adjust the center position in a good way, adding another veteran there that could either have started or have been a quality backup, had a place on this roster already. And unfortunately, he goes out with an injury. I hope he has a speedy recovery. I hope the surgery goes well. But unfortunately, that kind of lowers the depth at the center position. However, there are still 3 guys that will make up that center position, including our rookie JMS, John Michael Schmitz. I always mess that name up. That's why I just say JMS. Ben Bredesen and Shane Lemieux will be the 3 centers it looks like the Giants will roll with now with the Hassenauer injury, unless they sign someone, a free agent. Next up here with the news from Daboll's press conference, no practice for Ryan Jones or Jihad Ward today, as well as Sterling Shepard, and that's part of his recovery process coming off the tear. They're just going to ease him back into it, and then we get to the practice stuff, and I'll let Alex start out with that.
Yeah, so Darnay, you mentioned Darnay Holmes, right? Or did you not mention Darnay Holmes? Was I not listening? Darnay Holmes is the first player on the practice field. I was listening about Sterling Shepard. I thought he squeezed in Darnay Holmes. I was all confused. Darnay Holmes, the first player on the practice field, followed by the most common person who's first on the practice field, Ben Bredesen, but he was beat out by the nickel corner, Darnay Holmes. And then we had starting lineups, which, are kind of getting a little bit more fluid now. On offense, we've got Jones, Barkley, Thomas, Bredesen, JMS, Glowinski, Neal, Waller, Slayton, Campbell, and Hodgins. So JMS at center and Bredesen at left guard. I think this is going to be the starting offense come, regular season time, week 1. So I think this is a pretty good representation, but we see JMS getting 2 starts in a row now. Bredesen now back on the first team after seeing a experimental Tyree Phillips at left guard on day 4. So just a few things to note there. And then on defense, we had Lawrence, Williams, Thibodeau, Ojulari, Okereke, Beavers, Jackson, Flott, Banks, Pinnock, and McKinney. Flott started in the slot. I love how that always goes, Flott in the slot. And then we had Pinnock next to McKinney at safety after his one-handed interception on day 4 of training camp. Not many surprises here, but we'll talk more in a few minutes about some adjustments that were made because of the great performance of Trey Hawkins, the rookie 6th-rounder, in the secondary. So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Let's talk about Jalin Hyatt first, Alex. I mean, that guy can fly. We missed Fridays and Sundays practice, and I think it was yesterday on Sunday that he did very, very well, caught a lot of different balls and kind of showed off his speed and stuff like that. Hyatt today, I mean, flew. We had a clip, I'll try and include as many highlights in this video as I can that can fit in, but Hyatt had a few. He had a touchdown pass. That was really nice and was getting reps with every single team. I felt like it was first team, second team, third team. They were making him really run for it, showing off those young rookie legs. And Jalin Hyatt just absolutely flew, and he's a very fast player. I think they actually clocked that yesterday. He ran about 24 miles an hour, something crazy like that. I don't know how they can track that. I guess it's maybe something in their padding or something along those lines. But Tyreek Hill's fastest in 2016 was like 23.59, and then I think Hyatt topped that at a training camp yesterday. Like that even matters.
That was in game though, Tyreek Hill, right? So in game with full pads on, right? So it's a little bit different, but yeah, still very impressive.
And then Hyatt and Daniel Jones also did some work post practice for about 10 minutes after practice ended. They worked on routes. and just talking about things and getting stuff right. So a good job by Jones or Hyatt, whoever initiated that. But it's good to share a connection and blossom that chemistry so it can happen on the football field during the regular season. And then speaking of another wide receiver here, Paris Campbell got some action today, had a deep touchdown catch, and he also had a deep catch, not a touchdown, but it was a really nice catch by Campbell from Daniel Jones. So both balls were nice from Jones, and both catches were nice from Campbell as well. He was getting pretty hyped after that touchdown, so that was pretty cool, him interacting with the Giants fans in the stands right by where he scored. And Alex will now move on to the defensive side of things.
Yeah, on defense, Trey Hawkins has been having a fabulous camp so far, and that included over the weekend. And today he was rewarded with all first-team reps. He got reps with him and Banks on the outside, with Adoree Jackson in the slot. Obviously, we've been talking about how Holmes and Flott both have been struggling in the slot. You bring in the veteran Adoree Jackson into the slot and have the two rookies on the outside. The Giants did experiment with that on a couple plays today. Interesting to see if that happens more and more as camp moves on and maybe into preseason as well. Obviously, you've got risks there with two rookies on the outside corner spots, but it does negate some of the struggles that this nickel, natural nickel corner guys have had so far in camp. So something to keep an eye on. Trey Hawkins, definitely the man of camp, the MVP of camp so far, I'd say, if you ask me, and I think if you ask most Giants fans who have been paying attention to camp. Nick McCloud got a really nice pick today on 11 on 11s. Another player who's had a really good camp, maybe a little bit quieter. Not making all the flashy plays up until today, but doing his work on the special teams drills, doing his work with the second team, and getting his opportunities to shine here in camp. Obviously, converting to safety now instead of corner from where he was last season. Josh, you got anything about the 11 on 11 drills specifically?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. So with the 11 on 11 drills today, there was a little bit of a different spice added by head coach Brian Daboll, and it was that the New York Giants offense and defense would go down and do their drive, finish a drive with a touchdown, obviously a score. Then both the offense and defense would line up on that goal line and run all the way to the opposite side, do a nice little sprint, maybe 75% jog down, and then do red zone or literally end zone plays right there on that 1 yard line of the opposite field that they jog down to. I think our friend Justin Pennick took a video of that. Maybe I'll put that here so you can add a visual to what I'm saying. But yeah, so that's what they did today. I wonder if they'll do that tomorrow. A little bit more intensity, a little bit more running.
Not very nice for me. Not very nice for me. I had to keep going from side to side, and then I kept getting lost, and they're moving, and then I'm not running because it's hot, and no one wants to see me running. Let's be honest. So it was a difficult situation, but yeah, that was something I definitely noticed as well.
And yeah, it obviously is prepping the guys for the season and just getting a little bit more conditioning in and those late game scenarios, whatever that's draining for the players. So that was a little bit interesting. And then just to finish off, I guess what's like the word I'm looking for? Like I forget the word.
Oh God,
I don't know. It doesn't matter, but basically just some stuff to get through here at the end. It was the longest practice so far of camp, like we said, an hour and 45 minutes. And then tomorrow, housekeeping. That's what I was going to say. Some housekeeping stuff to wrap it up. Should be intense with a full padded practice. And that's most likely why these veterans kind of had some rest, because then there's also a rest day on Wednesday. So they're going to go probably hardcore tomorrow night, and we'll be there for that. So it's going to be very exciting. Hopefully get some good coverage tomorrow evening. Thank you so much for watching this training camp day 5 recap. Hit that subscribe button down below, and this way, go that way to find our socials, especially the Giant Take Pod on Twitter and TikTok for live updates throughout training camp. Again, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time for another recap tomorrow. Peace.